Hi guys, it's Nicole. Welcome to Nicole's Place. For today's video, I have such an exciting haul for you. I went to Ikea and I picked up a couple food items because I realized they have such a wide range of grocery items and I was really curious to see if they're any good. So I thought it would be interesting to pick up some goodies and show you some of my first impressions of how they tasted like, because I feel that a lot of you are wondering the same thing. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first item actually comes from their freezer section. It is their Rosti shredded potato cakes. They seemed pretty easy to make and very tasty as well. So all you do is put the frozen pancake into the frying pan, heat up some oil, and put the potato cake on the frying pan for 2 minutes on each side. So in total, you'll be cooking it for 4 minutes. You don't have to defrost the cakes at all, so it's easy, just straight out of the freezer. And yeah, basically that's all there is to that. Let me try it for you. So I fried up one of these cakes. So let me just take a quick bite. I think that I could have fried them a little more on each side so it's more crispy. Basically, it is like a hash brown. That's good. A nice crispy hash brown, so it's crispy and hot on the outside, and inside it's nice, warm and gooey. Really nice. For any of you who are wondering what the nutrition facts are, basically for 2 pieces of the pancakes, it would be 140 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 3 grams of protein, and 430 milligrams of sodium. That is not bad at all in my books. Pretty damn tasty, and I'm only having one, so not that bad at all. This is good. I will leave all of the price information down in the description box below, and they will be in Canadian dollars because I do live in Canada. So, and if there's any links, I will provide them in the description box below as well. Okay, let's move on to the next item. So the next item also comes from the freezer section. Actually, I really wasn't going to pick this item up because it didn't look too appetizing, but when we walked by the freezer section, there was another customer behind us that was raving about this item. He actually volunteered this information and was telling us every time he comes to Ikea, he gets this. So this is the pastry covered with almond paste, and it really doesn't look too appetizing, maybe because of the green bar, but I am going to open it up. But first, let me tell you some of the ingredients. There's almond paste, glucose syrup, sugar, and cocoa, chocolate, coconut. So it's like an almond, coconut, and chocolate pastry. So let me just open this up. So when you open it up, the treat just looks like this. There's 2 ends dipped in chocolate and the middle is green. When I open up the package, it has a very strong smell. It doesn't smell like any of those ingredients that I listed. It kind of smells like bubble gum, and I'm not a big fan of bubble gum, but let's give it a try. So when I bite into it, the bubblegum taste kind of stays with you, and inside is a chocolate filling. I don't know how I feel about this. To me, this is just alright. I think because the flavors aren't relatable to me, I'm not really sure what I'm eating. So I'm going to pass on this next time I go to Ikea. I'm sorry, Mr. avid fan of this dessert. I'm just not that impressed. So I'm sorry, but this one was a little bit of a miss for me. So next up, these are my favorite food items in the whole world. I gotta pick up some of the chips. I've had this one before, which is their sour cream and onion flavor. It is so, so, so good. One of my favorite chips in the whole entire world are the Ruffle flavored sour cream and onion, but I feel like this really rivals that. Ikea, I think you've done it. Let me show you one of the chips. The texture is harder than Lay's chips, although it has the same kind of exterior. It kind of is similar to kettle chip flavor, kettle chip texture, but the flavor of the sour cream and onion is very strong. It's just great. And when I went this weekend, I think they were having a Thanksgiving sale or something. They were selling them for 2 bags for $3, and usually 1 bag was $2.50. So that was a deal. Of course, I got both flavors. And their second flavor is just salted potato chips. I've never actually had this one. So let's see how this one goes. This just tastes like a regular flavor. There's no extra seasoning on it. It's not too bad as well, but my first love is still sour cream and onion. Next up on the roster is, I have this little cutie. I'm not gonna lie, I picked it up because it looked very cute. I think they're kind of jellies. So what they are is apple and bilberry fruit organic snack. Okay, let's try. I don't know what a bilberry is. Oh, look at this little thing. They're like basically little jellies. It's like a kind of healthy fruit roll-up kind of taste. Obviously, they're not the same shape. Yeah, it just tastes like a jelly. About right. I mean, not mind-blowing. Can't really taste exactly what the fruit is. Like I know this is apple and bilberry. Maybe I just don't know what a bilberry is, but it doesn't really taste too much like apple, but yeah, they're all right for a cute snack. Okay, next up we have chocolate. So this is the Marabou ×2. Not really sure what those are, but pretty sure it's just like a chocolate snack. Oh, I know what the ×2 is because I can feel there's 2 rolls of this chocolate. Ooh, when I open it up, there are 2 more rolls of pre-packaged chocolates, which is great because you can't finish it all in one sitting, of course. So this is one of those rolls, and it's in like a folded up paper type thing. So I'm just gonna unfold this. Okay. Okay, and when you open it up, it already comes in individual pieces of chocolate, which is so smart because you don't always separate chocolate evenly each time, and this allows you to easily eat it, wrap it, and save it so it doesn't get stale. So it's not straight up milk chocolate. There are crunchy bits inside the chocolate. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. That was so good. I do recommend. And I don't think this Dame chocolate was that expensive as well. I really, really like it. And I do give it more brownie points for the packaging. I think it's very practical and it will help me portion control as well. So really love this one. What's next on the roster? All right, we have this rye crisp bread. I've had this before. Initially when I had it, I have to say it did kind of taste a little bit like cardboard, but that's what I liked about it, because this really tasteless cardboard-esque cracker created the perfect base for any of the other spreads that I put on top. It goes well with savory and sweet things like jam, peanut butter, and it's quite healthy as well. Per one piece of this cracker is only 45 calories, 1 gram of protein, 0.3 grams of sugar. So I really, really like it for that reason. Because a lot of crackers nowadays, they aren't any healthier than chips. They're really not. And this one is great because it's nice and light, and it creates a really nice snack for the middle of the day, and it won't make you bloated or anything. It's really nice. I like it. It's one of the best things I find in the whole grocery section, because it's nice and healthy. I like it. Next up, we have the frozen veggie meatballs. So this one I've actually had before my haul, but I had to feature it because it's one of my favorite Ikea grocery items. So the bag just looks like this. These are veggie meatballs. Well, not meatballs, but veggie balls. And they are so great. Let me read to you some of the ingredients. We have chickpeas, green peas, carrots, red bell peppers, corn, kale, pea protein, onions, canola oil, pea starch, salt, sugar, and some herbs and yeast. So great. Right now, you can pan fry them, you can bake them, you can microwave them. So here, I just have one veggie ball. Oh, so good. Because it's packed with so many ingredients in one ball, it's like a burst of flavor in your mouth, which is really great. So good. I love these. I think it's about $8.99 or $7.99 a bag. They're great. It lasts a long time. So good. Next, my last and final Ikea food item. I picked up this bread mix, and I have to say the packaging is nice and sleek. It's a very matte finish, matte satin finish, the bread mix. And I love the black color. I'm such a sucker for our packaging. And this is a multi-grain bread baking mix. This whole package makes 1 loaf, and I'm not sure the price, but I think it was about $5 or $5.99 or $4.99 for this one package. And yes, it is more expensive than a regular loaf of bread, but there are so many things in this mix. So inside this mix, we have wheat flour, wheat flakes, rye flakes, coarse rye flour, sunflower kernels, wheat starch, flaxseed, malt, sourdough powder, salt, and dried yeast. So there's just so much packed into this bread mix, and I wanted to see if it was any good. So making this takes around 2 hours. So what you do is, first you grease a small bread loaf tin, and then you have to shake this real good because a lot of the flour is sunk to the bottom of the box because some of the ingredients inside the bread mix are really heavy. Then you pour directly into this carton 600 milligrams of water, and you shake it so the water mixes with the dough. But what I found was that I couldn't shake it that hard without the filling leaking from the top of the package. So I did have to dump it out into a larger mixing bowl and mix it from there. And after you do that, just pour it into your greased baking pan and let it rise for 45 minutes. Then you bake it in the oven for 400 Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius for about 60 minutes and just let it do its magic. So when it's ready, we'll see how it is. Alright, the loaf is finally out of the oven and ready. Let's have a little taste of this. The bread is definitely very dense because there are a lot of things inside this loaf. It's definitely very hearty bread. And I like the intense nuttiness of the loaf. It's very chewy. It tastes like I'm eating something very substantial. Goes very well with butter, by the way. I have to say that I feel like other spreads like peanut butter or jam would really cover the taste or overwhelm the taste of the bread because there's just so much going on in the loaf already. I think it stands alone pretty well with butter. Oh, I really like it actually. I do understand the price tag now. That's good. Really good. So overall, I think my IKEA haul was a great success. I found a lot of items that I would go back and try again and repurchase, and I just loved it. There's just so many more grocery items at IKEA that I didn't get a chance to get this time. If you would like me to try anything else from IKEA, please let me know. Leave it in the description box. And if you are a frequent IKEA grocery shopper, let me know what your favorite item is because I would love to try it out as well. I do love IKEA. I think a lot of us do around the world. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there are anything else you would want me to know about IKEA, leave it in the description or in the comment section below as well. And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Mwah.